4 years, the digital asset XRP has navigated a complex landscape, often dubbed the sleeping giant of the crypto world. But as we stand in July 2025, that narrative has fundamentally shifted. A confluence of regulatory clarity, groundbreaking, technological advancements, and unprecedented institutional adoption is now propelling XRP into a new era. Today, we delve into the core of this transformation. We'll explore how XRP's inherent utility for cross-border payments is being amplified by strategic innovations like Ripple's RLUSD stablecoin, and critically, we'll analyze the impact of its recent legal resolution and the surge in XRP ETF developments. Is XRP finally poised to realize its full potential? Join us as we dissect the latest data and project what's next for XRP's valuation in this rapidly evolving financial frontier. At its very foundation, XRP was designed to solve one of the most persistent and costly problems in global finance: cross-border payments. Think of it as the ultimate bridge asset. In our interconnected world, moving money from one country to another, especially across different currencies, is often surprisingly slow, expensive, and opaque. Traditional methods can take days, involve multiple intermediary banks, and rack up significant fees. This is where XRP steps in, leveraging the power of the XRP ledger, or XRPL. The XRPL is a decentralized, public blockchain specifically engineered for speed and efficiency. Instead of converting currency multiple times through a chain of banks, XRP acts as an instantaneous intermediary. A bank or payment provider can convert their local currency into XRP, send that XRP across the globe in mere seconds on the XRPL, and then the recipient converts the XRP into their local currency. This process cuts out multiple middlemen, drastically reduces costs, and allows transactions to settle in 3 to 5 seconds. A revolutionary improvement over traditional systems that can take days. This core utility positions XRP just as a speculative asset, but as a critical piece of infrastructure for the future of global commerce and finance. It's about efficiency, inclusivity, and unlocking trillions of dollars currently held up in inefficient payment systems. Let's look at Ripple's strategic moves, the RLUSD stablecoin, and ecosystem expansion beyond its established prowess in cross-border payments. Ripple is strategically expanding its ecosystem, and a cornerstone of this strategy is the introduction of RLUSD, its US dollar-backed stablecoin. In a market often characterized by volatility, RLUSD offers a crucial element: stability, mirroring the value of the United States dollar, launched with a clear vision to bridge the gap between traditional finance and digital assets. RLUSD is designed to provide a reliable and compliant medium for various applications. Its backing by US dollar deposits ensures that each RLUSD token can be redeemed one-to-one for fiat currency, offering a level of trust and predictability that is essential for institutional adoption and wider consumer use, even in markets like Nigeria, where the regulatory framework for stablecoins is still evolving. Crucially, the introduction and growth of RLUSD have a synergistic effect with XRP. Increased activity and liquidity within the Ripple ecosystem, driven by RLUSD, can indirectly boost the utility and demand for XRP on the XRP ledger, whether through increased transaction volume or the potential for innovative applications leveraging both assets. RLUSD is a key catalyst in the ongoing expansion and maturation of the entire Ripple ecosystem. 4 years, a looming shadow of regulatory uncertainty cast a long, often chilling, gaze over XRP's potential. The protracted lawsuit filed by the US Securities and Exchange Commission, alleging XRP was an unregistered security, was the primary impediment, but as of March 2025, that era of ambiguity largely concluded. Display a clear timeline graphic. SEC lawsuit filed December 2020. Partial ruling July 2023 XRP to security in secondary sales. SEC versus Ripple settlement, March 2025. Highlight the $125 million penalty of the updated figure if it was $50 million initially announced, then changed to $125 million. As per search results, it appears to be $125 million as of late June. While the final settlement saw Ripple agree to a civil penalty, the core outcome was a massive victory for XRP. A clear legal precedent established that XRP itself is not an investment contract in secondary market sales. This landmark resolution, alongside the SEC's decision to drop its appeal, has effectively removed the largest regulatory hurdle that XRP has faced. The impact of this regulatory clarity cannot be overstated. It has fundamentally reshaped market confidence, signaling to institutions globally, from Wall Street to burgeoning financial hubs like Lagos, Nigeria, that XRP is now a de-risked asset from a U.S. securities law perspective. This is pivotal, especially for markets like Nigeria, where the Investment and Securities Act ISA 2025 now officially recognizes digital assets as securities and commodities, making clear regulatory pathways crucial for adoption. This renewed confidence is palpably evident in the surge of institutional interest and the rapid development of XRP-related exchange-traded funds (ETFs). In July 2025, we've witnessed a flurry of activity. Grayscale added XRP to its digital large-cap fund, while ProShares, Tuttle Capital, Volatility Shares, and Rex Shares have launched or are seeing their XRP futures ETFs go live on major exchanges. While the spot XRP ETF in the US is still under review and has faced some recent delays, like the Bitwise conversion, the mere existence of these futures products and Grayscale's inclusion marks a significant step towards mainstream accessibility for institutional capital. This means that for the first time in years, major traditional finance players can gain exposure to XRP through regulated investment vehicles. This move from the regulatory gray zone into a realm of increasing clarity is not just a win for Ripple. It's a monumental step for XRP's journey toward widespread institutional and retail adoption, both globally and within specific markets adapting to new digital asset laws, such as India, Nigeria. Now, for the question on every investor's mind, what does the future hold for XRP's price? It's crucial to understand that cryptocurrency markets are inherently volatile, and these are predictions based on current trends and expert analysis. As of late July 2025, XRP has seen remarkable momentum, currently trading around $3.17 to $3.52, having recently touched new 2025 highs around $3.64 and showing a significant year-to-date gain of over 200%. With the regulatory cloud largely lifted and institutional interest surging, many analysts are projecting substantial gains for XRP by the end of 2025 and into 2026. Let's look at some key figures. The conservative bull, Standard Chartered. Major financial institutions, like Standard Chartered, are offering a measured yet confident outlook, targeting $5.50 for XRP by the end of 2025, citing its growing role in cross-border payments and the tokenization wave. They even foresee $8 by 2026, continuing its rise into 2027 and 2028. Technical analyst projections. Technical analysis, driven by patterns like breakout flags and Fibonacci extensions, supports even higher near-term targets. Some analyses indicate XRP could reach $5.25 from flag patterns, and potentially $6.19 based on Fibonacci extensions in the medium term, representing an 80% increase from current levels. The aggressive bull, crypto influencers and market experts. On the more optimistic end, crypto experts and influencers are setting much higher sights. Altcoin Daily's Aaron Arnold and others are suggesting XRP could realistically hit $7 to $10 by late 2025 or early 2026, especially if Bitcoin's bull run continues towards $150,000 to $250,000, triggering a robust altcoin season. Long-term aspirations, some highly optimistic projections, based on historical fractal patterns and the assumption of massive institutional capital flows, even see XRP reaching $15 to $22 in this current bull cycle, with certain extreme outliers eyeing targets beyond that into 2026, assuming XRP captures a significant share of a much larger global crypto market. These bullish forecasts are underpinned by several powerful drivers: the undeniable clarity from the SEC lawsuit resolution, the increasing accessibility via a newly launched XRP futures ETFs, a significant uptick in institutional accumulation and whale activity, and the fundamental expansion of Ripple's ecosystem with our LUSD, conservative, neutral scenarios. However, it's also important to consider more conservative or neutral scenarios. While the sentiment is overwhelmingly positive, markets can consolidate after significant rallies. Some analytical models, including those from Binance's community consensus or certain traditional forecasts, suggest that XRP could end 2025 around $3.01 to $3.51, implying a more modest gain or even a period of consolidation after its impressive mid-year surge. These more cautious outlooks often factor in the possibility of macroeconomic headwinds, profit-taking after the recent rallies, or simply a slower-than-expected rollout of full institutional adoption. A key indicator to watch would be a sustained break below the $3 psychological support level, which could signal a deeper retracement. Key drivers for XRP's trajectory. Ultimately, XRP's price trajectory will be heavily influenced by continued institutional capital inflows through new ETFs and direct investments, further global regulatory clarity, particularly outside the USDHE, broader cryptocurrency market trend, especially Bitcoin's performance, as it often dictates the overall altcoin cycle. The pace of Ripple's enterprise adoption of XRP and our LUSD in real-world use cases. Beyond the fundamental technology and regulatory tailwinds, the story of XRP's momentum in 2025 is deeply intertwined with the unwavering strength of its global community, often referred to as the XRP Army. For years, this dedicated and passionate group has championed XRP, advocating for its utility, sharing information, and maintaining an unwavering belief in its potential, even during periods of intense regulatory uncertainty. This vibrant community plays a crucial role in raising awareness, driving engagement, and providing a foundational layer of support for the XRP ecosystem, not just globally, but also within growing crypto markets like Nigeria, where grassroots adoption and community education are vital. However, the narrative has now significantly expanded beyond retail enthusiasm. In July 2025, we are witnessing a tangible increase in institutional gravitas surrounding XRP. The resolution of the SEC lawsuit has acted as a green light for major financial players to explore and integrate XRP into their strategies. We are seeing compelling evidence of this shift through substantial institutional accumulation. Consider the recent launches of XRP futures ETFs by firms like ProShares and Volatility Shares, and Grayscale's inclusion of XRP in their digital large cap fund. These are not small players. They represent billions of dollars in assets under management. Their willingness to offer investment vehicles linked to XRP signifies a profound shift in institutional perception and a recognition of its potential as a legitimate asset class. Why this surge in institutional interest? The reasons are multifaceted. Firstly, the regulatory clarity achieved in the US provides a much more predictable and less risky environment. Secondly, XRP's proven utility in facilitating efficient and cost-effective cross-border payments aligns perfectly with the needs of global financial institutions. Ripple's focus on compliance and building enterprise-grade solutions further enhances its appeal to traditional finance. Moreover, the growth of the RLUSD stablecoin offers a stable and regulated on-ramp and off-ramp for institutions engaging with the XRP ledger. The powerful combination of a passionate and informed grassroots community, coupled with the increasing validation and investment from established financial institutions globally, including the growing awareness and interest within markets like Nigeria, South Africa, Brazil, creates a formidable foundation for XRP's continued growth and its potential to truly disrupt the future of finance. To recap, XRP's trajectory in 2025 has been nothing short of remarkable. We've seen its fundamental utility as a lightning-fast, cost-effective bridge for cross-border payments gain unprecedented traction. This has been powerfully amplified by strategic innovations like Ripple's RLUSD stablecoin, designed for stability and institutional adoption globally. Crucially, the cloud of regulatory uncertainty that once hung over XRP has largely dissipated, with the resolution of the SEC lawsuit paving a clearer path for institutional capital. This clarity is already manifesting in the form of increased institutional interest, with new XRP futures ETFs launching and prominent funds incorporating XRP into their portfolios, opening doors to a wider investor base. With its core legal hurdles now firmly behind it, a robust ecosystem expanding daily through innovations like our LUSD and the XRP EVM sidechain, and a vibrant global community reinforced by growing institutional gravitas, XRP is certainly a digital asset positioned for significant long-term growth. It's no longer merely a contender, it's proving its place as a pivotal player in the evolving landscape of global digital finance. What are your thoughts on XRP's journey and its potential to reach new all-time highs? Do you believe it can achieve the ambitious targets discussed, or do you foresee a more conservative path? We want to hear from you. Drop your price predictions and insights in the comments section below. And if you found this deep dive valuable, please smash that like button, subscribe to our channel for more cutting-edge crypto analysis, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next essential market update. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.